I grew up in a family of scientists and doctors who wanted me to go and work on projects with them during my summer vacation. I was great at it. I have published papers in Science magazine with my family, and I did that in my teens. And it was on dementia, depression, migraine. And I just realized I didn't want to spend my whole life looking through a microscope. That wasn't me. That wasn't who I am. I love being social. I love learning about people. And I feel like people are the lens that I really learned about the world through, especially when I was younger and I didn't have as much of a budget to travel. I had some really fun jobs and interesting opportunities where, for example, I worked in one of the most expensive condo buildings in all of San Francisco. And I was like the building therapist and bartender at the same time. I also had a great list of wines that I worked with and got to sell them really nice wine and just learn about people through their preferences, understand them through these small details. And it's funny because I still have some people from that period of time in my life that I'm great friends with that have been also incredible, instrumental people who have changed my life. And all of that is through the power of connection. So for me, that's what I view as one of the most important things. And again, you have this urgency in the service industry, this attentiveness to people, this attentiveness to watching what's going on in somebody's face, their posture, all these small cues you're always watching. It creates this intuitive sense of being when you work in that industry that absolutely translates to coaching. It translates to entrepreneurship. There's so much innovation and so much just like improvisation is probably the better word for it that has to happen when you're in the restaurant industry. It taught me just to read people, to observe, to watch what people need. And that applies to psychedelics, that applies to coaching, entrepreneurship. There's just a lot of relevant parallels because even in entrepreneurship and in the startup world, you're figuring it out. You're figuring out the creation of something that doesn't exist. And so you just have to be comfortable with not knowing what's happening and making a roadmap to some unknown destination to create this end goal. That's it. It feels, again, just very reminiscent of the restaurant world. We're just starting service. We don't know where we're going to end, but we're going to figure it out.